Hey, my name is Eric Fontanelle. I am making this video as a way to inform whomever or whatever is going on in my life right now. Last night I went to go play music and I was literally crowded out by a bunch of youngsters who were trying to do me harm in some way, shape, or form. And then I left thinking it was just not worth the money to get my stuff topped off. So I left. I went to my house. My roommate was being obstinate about some shit, so I asked him to walk around the neighborhood with me so I could tell him what happened, and he would not exit the home. So I left per his instruction and went over to the Cat's Meow, hung out over there for a little while, and all of a sudden the demeanor of all of the men and the women very shortly changed after something was circulating electronically from person to person, and it seemed to have been primarily associated with me. And then I was basically, the only thing I had on me was my equipment, my guitar, my speaker, my and a bat inside of a bag. It wasn't like I was just running around with it in my hand. And so as I'm leaving, as I'm in the Cat's Meow, I had to literally isolate myself next to my childhood friend. And after the club shut down and everyone started disappearing out of disgust, my ass had to go out the side door. And then I went home to people following me here, which led to, I guess, the cops coming. And then the cops ended up sticking around long enough for me to get an Uber. I slept in my aunt's, and then my stupid ass returned here. And so I'm not really sure what is going on. I really don't. But over the last few months, there's been, not months, weeks, I was at my mother's building and I was in the restroom and I ended up getting one of those little acute urinary retention spells, and the only way to get that off without a catheter is how you get it out. And someone, even though I had the door locked and closed, someone decided to jump in the crawl space and record me. It looks like it was from the security footage, two women from the Sonder company, some holding company. They're the Airbnb guys. And after that, this ended up getting out to the public that I was Eric Christopher Fontanelle Sr., the person with the indecent behavior of a juvenile under 13, which it said 7 years old. Even though it says 53 years old next to his name, everyone up and down the street was insisting that I was the sex offender that touched kids, child molester. Now, that's happened a few times. Bear in mind, I'm a junior. My name is exactly the same as his. Sorry for getting changed on this. I'm just short for time, I think. So, nonetheless, they ended up just running up and down the road and spreading this bullshit to everybody, and it's been killing my business. So I haven't been able to play much. And by the time I finally make it out there, it's I can't play for 20, 30 minutes without the whole crowd starting to posse down at the end of the block, telling everyone that'll listen. And I'm just hoping for the best here, but last night, I don't know if it's a video that they made or made of me or what have you. I don't know. I really would like to see it. At least at that, I wouldn't feel like such a fucking in the dark clown, So nonetheless, I'm sitting at my house right now in the back, trying to get my laundry done, and I think it's important to just at least put this on record with my face and all that before, something happens. But they've had people in my fucking attic. They've had people in the crawl space under my house. And it's insane how open this shit is. There's like a gradual increase in insulation that's been layering up in my attic. I thought it was rats, but I've never heard of a rat's infestation with no droppings. I mean, there's none up there. This is all going to be included on the video, but needless to say, I really have started to suspect that after a few other incidences, again, I'm just trying to give a brief synopsis here. The other day, there was a request by one of the people that I live with to get my cell phone, and when we left, my Android device was still at the house, and when I got back, it was gone. And she made a nice little $200 cash out from the person that came and picked it up. And the guy looked really familiar, but I don't want to give any circumstantial on that note. But at that point, I started hearing things outside about how people needed to get a USB device and they would get paid off for this much. And I talked to my attorney saying that people that work for the government don't surveil you inside the house, at least not in your bathroom. But I'm telling you, I'll hear, like, the walls are so thin, you can hear a mouse fart. And so I know for a fact that if what I'm saying is accurate, then that they're listening to me as much as I'm saying this on video. But I don't feel comfortable leaving my house right now. So here it is. Nonetheless, the events tracked back from the date over at the building, and it's gotten precipitously worse. I've seen faces of people that work for that company on my, like, I have videos of me playing music, and one of the women that has come around several times with a weird attitude, weird demeanor, sang on my microphone a few times, works for the company. I'll include that in the link. Nonetheless, man, this is all suspect. I don't know this definitive, but I don't know how I could try to illustrate that this is going on and notate the inconsistencies with what should be the normal framework of life without at least giving the big points. So after all that's said and done with, there is a building here on my right, and it's Airbnb'd out like crazy. And so with that Airbnb, they have managing groups that take care of all of the marketing and stuff, and I'm pretty confident Sonder is one of those. And so, I mean, this all kind of just grouped up in my head the other day after I realized that they were paying these people to do this shit and giving them bonuses for recovery. So at this point, I really think that there was someone who gave me a Chrome OS that was living at my house that moved out, laptop, brand new. I thought it was broken. He said, if you can get it to work, it's yours. I pop it on, it's brand new. And so I enabled developer mode, and sure enough, the OS has been modified to have an SSH. It's like a remote access configuration. And so I destroyed it. I don't know I really think that to avoid any type of tort responsibility and backlash, that they're fucking doing this to me, and it's not cool. It's not cool. And I've tried a million ways under the sun to indirectly and without using overt aggressive technique to ask for a truce. I don't want any money. I don't want any trouble. I just do not want to live like this no more. I'm just tired of being stressed out. I'm tired of being angry. I'm tired of being confused. I'm tired of questioning my own sanity because of this stupid shit. But there's a universal reality here, an immutable truth. I don't feel this way anywhere else. I don't hear shit coming from specific parts of the house anywhere else. I also can't put my phone on record and listen to the same things I think I'm hearing at my house everywhere else. So that's that. Again, this isn't very coherent. I know I didn't put this all in like a timeline or nothing like that, but I really don't think I got much time left. So much love, y'all. Thank you for taking the time to listen. I hope someone help solve that, something I couldn't.